Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Well, good morning, everyone. On this Thursday morning, we're watching the weather closely, and radar been looking quite active into this evening. Now, notice those storms. We've had numerous tornado warnings out there over western portions of Arkansas, out of southeastern parts of Oklahoma. Some of that energy, as we've been saying, is kind of heading our direction. A little bit concerned about that big, powerful line of storms up towards Ellington, Mountain View, Arkansas. It's kind of been trying to make its way towards us. And then also kind of a broken area of storms as it's been kind of weakening, heading our direction. But the energy will get over us. The sun is going to start to come up in the morning, and we're anticipating that some of these will make it in here as just a few general thunderstorms, not anticipating severe weather so much in the morning hours, but it's as they get a little bit further east near the I-40 corridor in that 12 noon, 1 o'clock hour, they'll start to grow in intensity, and we'll be looking at some very strong storms possible right there along I-40 and to the Tennessee River. So it's going to be a stormy day, that's for sure, but you can see that radar looking very active out there to the west. We've been here throughout the night, kind of keeping a close watch on it. Those storms just out to our west with a severe weather outlook that comes within about 60 to 70 miles of the Mississippi River. And then here's our outlook as we head on into today for our Thursday. You can see that encompasses all of West Tennessee. It is a lower risk of 1 out of 5, marginal we call it, from the Storms Prediction Center. Here's a quick look at the very latest HRRR Futurecast. Now notice the time is above me there. We'll let this run again straight off the mainframe, so to speak. And you can see it shows some of that activity trying to get in here around 6 a.m., near the Mississippi River, and then some additional storms that develop there in the evening. And there comes that third row of storms we've been talking about in the late evening and overnight hours too. So it's looking kind of like a 3-layered punch there with just some general storms in the morning, some strong storms possible there in the afternoon, and then another wave there towards dark that we'll have to watch as well. So low intensity for the most part on the severe weather outlook. Here's another view of our Futurecast 2.0, and you can see kind of a smoother version of this as the time again at the top there. Storms come in, especially in the afternoon. We got to watch right there along I-40 down towards the Tennessee River, and we'll zoom in closer too in this next frame. But notice that third wave right there coming into northwest Tennessee. That's going to be worth watching, and it could be dragging through here into the early morning hours of Friday. So here we go. Let's rerun this, and we're going to zoom in. I'm going to take me out of the picture here, and we'll let this run again. Again, the time is at the top of the screen there, and you can see a few storms in here around 5, 6 a.m., getting a little more intense as we head towards the afternoon. There's the lunch hour time. Here's 1 p.m. on Thursday. Here we are at 2 to 3 p.m. and right on into around that 4 to 5 o'clock hour by the Tennessee River. But it says, hang on, I'm not done yet. There's the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock view. Those look a little bit more serious because they're individualized storms. So that's something more we're going to have to pay close attention to as well. But anyway, the main thing is don't panic. This is a lower end threat, but you know, a lot of times with these 1 out of 5 risk, we can get some severe thunderstorms, and occasionally we can get, that isolated tornado. But a little more concern is really the damaging winds, the hail, and there's going to be some lightning in these storms. It's been a while since we've had some storms. Here's your hourly forecast. So just because some of the models have been indicating like as early as 4 a.m., I went ahead and left that in there, but it's mainly going to be after about 5 a.m. in the morning. But at a busy time, all the school buses rolling about that time, and by 7 or 8 o'clock, it's going to be a few storms scattered about out there. So it'll be kind of a rocky start to the day. But again, the main severe threat would be more in the afternoon and evening once we get into the warmer part of the day, and those storms will have a little more fuel to work with. It's a short wave trough. It's not very large, but it's basically a little dip in the atmosphere of some higher winds, in the mid levels up 10, 15,000 foot above, but that can also enhance things at the surface. And if you get a little heat from the daytime heating, any of those storms that pop, those can become stronger due to those winds. So we'll be watching that. Here's a look at the latest 7-day forecast. So odds are about 80% you're going to get rain at your house today. That's only 20% you won't there for the most part. 62 for the overnight low. Heading into Friday will be about 88, and there will be still the chance of an isolated shower or a thunderstorm, mainly in the early morning hours of Friday. Now, on Saturday, we'll have to watch that next front. Look at the difference in temperature. That's going to be a very powerful front coming in. We'll only be at 77 on Saturday, 49 for the low on Sunday morning, and then we'll be up to only 68 during the day on Sunday. That's going to feel like a chilly day after all these 80-degree and close to 90-degree days that we've had at times. And then we'll be down all the way to 42 on Sunday night, and it'll be a nice, comfortable 72 degrees there on Monday, and then we'll be back in the mid to upper 70s as we head into the middle of next week. All right, guys, we're watching the weather. We're live here in the Weather Center throughout the night, and we'll be keeping a close watch. But just get ready. Probably going to be a little rocking and rolling going on here as the school buses roll out and everybody's getting off to work and so forth. This has been Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis for West Tennessee Weather Channel. Hey, we'll see you back, I'm sure, throughout today. Any storms get close to West Tennessee or look like they're going to threaten any of the 21 counties, we'll jump in. Take care.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.